Hey there, vinyl community. My name's Tom. You're watching Rant District. Gonna do, I don't think I've ever done this before, but a sealed to revealed. It's a 30-year-old record, so why not? I'm gonna do a sealed to revealed of, this is a reissue of Misfits, Earth AD, Wolf's Blood. Supposedly it's a 1989 reissue. This record was originally released in 1993. It's U.S. pressing on Plan 9 and Caroline, I assume. Yeah, Plan 9, Caroline. Supposedly it's a 1989 reissue. It was not expensive, so I figured, why not check it out, try a brand new copy, see what it looked like when it was first opened. So I'm going to open this up, take a look. If you're weird about shrink wrap, you're probably going to want to avert your eyes. I'm not weird about shrink wrap, other than, I think it's kind of like a condom. It's just getting in the way of my pleasure, so I don't use shrink wrap. Just going to kind of peel away at this, tear this thing open. All right, nasty shrink wrap gone. Outside's in pretty good shape. Corners are all sharp. Yeah, maybe it's a counterfeit. Nah. I'm sure it's fine. And then, let's see. No insert of any kind. Comes in, oh wow. Plain white inner, but it's poly-lined. And let's take a look at the record. Side B right there, which is the Wolf's Blood side, and then Earth AD on the A side. See if I can take a look, try to take a look at the run out here. PL209-A, stamped master disc and DDP. Oh, it's got an S number in the run out, I guess 25487. I think that makes this a 1991 reissue, not 1989. Son of a bitch, fucking seller lied to me. Pardon my French. So that's an old, still like 29 some odd years old Misfits record. That I'll be the first one to listen to this copy of, so that's kind of cool. Anyway. Sealed to revealed, even though the bastard seller lied to me. He's gonna get a negative on Discogs. I don't give a shit. Misfits, Earth AD, Wolf's Blood. There's a track listing if you care. I know they added some songs to it. They added 3 more songs on a later CD version, but this is as it was first original, so kind of cool. Anyway, Misfits, sealed to revealed. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Well, after listening to the record, it didn't sound right. It sounded muddy. It sounded like a way later generation of a record than I thought it should be. And then with the run out information, kind of something just tickling my mind, like bugging me. I looked a little further, and instead of this being a 1989 version, it was clear that from the runouts, this record was pressed by Rainbow, which didn't open to something like 4 years after 1989. Now, it was a sealed record to begin with that I bought, and normally I would have some leeway there, because if it's a sealed record, all right, seller goofed. In this case, though, there's some slight variations on the cover, and like Misfits records are known for having a lot of variations, and the seller should have determined from the cover that this was a later press than the one that he or she advertised. I got back with the seller, I sent the record back, got a refund. The seller was a total good person about it. It wasn't that big a deal. So I took the money and I put it towards another record that I've been looking for, which was an OG pressing of the Raincoats debut album called The Raincoats. So there's an auction on eBay, and I grabbed it, and I won the auction at a good price. Now, it was only like, I bid like a day before the auction was going to end, and I ended up winning it. And then, so I paid it, and then I shot because of past experiences anyway, especially with eBay, I sent the seller a message and said, hey, just want to make sure you advertise this as a 1979 original, and there are differences. A lot of people will try to say, oh, this 1980 version is a 1979 version, and record sellers, as clearly you are, and I can tell by your inventory and the name of your eBay channel that you are a record seller, you'll know whether this is a 1979 original or a reissue. And then the seller just canceled my order, didn't respond whatsoever. And then after like pressing and following up, they finally broke down and said, some snide comment about, being picky about the version I want. It's like, well, no, you advertised this, and I paid a premium price because I expected it to be an original. So anyway, I negged that guy and went on Discogs and wanted a decent price anyway. So I picked up the Raincoats debut, 1979. This is an OG copy. I don't talk about it too much, but I greatly prefer originals. Here's what the label looks like on Rough Trade. That's not, it's intentionally smeared. That's part of the artwork. That's and it's a the record itself is a difficult listen for most people, as well as for me if I'm not in the right mood. When I first got it, when it arrived, I played it. It sounds, the sound quality is as you would expect, but a lot of the music is so dissonant that if you're not in the right mood, and at that time I wasn't really in the right mood. It's like irritating, but I wanted to make sure that it played properly. As soon as you get a record, you play it just to make sure it's everything's in good order. But as I've gone back and replayed it, when I was in the mood to hear something like kind of out there, it's fantastic. The Raincoats were an all-girl band. Paul Mallow, the drummer for the Slits, was also the drummer on this album. I think it's the 40-year anniversary of the record. If you're interested in it, there's reissues. I think in Europe, We 3 or We Are 3 maybe is reissued it this year, and I think either very recently or maybe next month here in the U.S., Kill Rock Stars is doing a reissue of it. So it's easy. It's an easy enough record to get a hold of. I think it's an important record in in punk and in female punk. Women just weren't really in all-girl bands at that time. Certainly there were a few exceptions. You had the Slits like right before this. You had the Runaways in the U.S. But the Runaways were put together by a guy. They were kind of an assembled thing. So, but women who wanted to form a band and did it on their own. You're looking at the Raincoats, you're looking at the Slits. Anyway, so the unboxing or unsealing or seal to reveal or whatever the fuck I called this, it went south, but I still ended up with a record that I was really looking for. Anyway, enough rambling. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.